Hello Rosebuds, and welcome back to the channel. Merry VLOGMAS. Today we're going to be talking about obscure Christmas movies you may not have heard of. Some of them maybe you have. It kind of depends on how many old-timey Christmas movies you watch, and then how many obscure Netflix movies you've seen. Okay, so to get started, we're going to work our way from least obscure to most obscure, and we'll see where this little holiday takes us. This is also not a real fireplace. This is my TV. This is just one of those Netflix thingies. You probably already figured that out, but just in case you were thinking that I was bougie enough to have such a large fireplace, but I thought it'd be a nice background instead of just my shiny TV. So here we are. Let's get started. Alrighty. First off, to start the holiday season with, we usually start with Holiday Inn. Now, if you like old classic musicals, you've probably seen this one. It's a classic Irving Berlin musical starring Bing Crosby and Fred Astaire. Great film. And we start the holidays off with this one because it goes through all the holidays. It's not a strictly Christmas movie. And so we usually start that one around Thanksgiving, actually. And it's a very nice one. It's usually black and white, but sometimes you can find the remastered colored one. But I grew up watching it in black and white, which is totally fine with me. The second one is White Christmas. It's also an Irving Berlin, also Bing Crosby. But instead of Fred Astaire, it has Danny Kaye. It's very funny. It also has Rosemary Clooney in it and Vera Ellen. So that one is colored and just beautiful. And both of these musicals have my favorite musical movie trope, which is it's a musical about people who are in musicals. That's my favorite thing. Maybe that's not for you, but it is my favorite. Okay? Alright. So moving to more obscure, and maybe you wouldn't even consider this a Christmas movie. I do. While You Were Sleeping. Okay, now I don't think this is a movie you have to watch exclusively at Christmas time, but I will say that's when I watched this movie. So While You Were Sleeping has I don't know where, I totally just forgot her name is. I'll probably put it somewhere down here on the screen because my mind just went blank. But what is her name? She's in everything. Oh. It's not coming to me. Anyway, it starts at Thanksgiving, I think. No, it starts at Christmas, right? Anyway, she works at the train in New York, and there's this guy that comes there all the time that she has kind of a crush on, but she's never talked to. So anyway, she saves his life. She jumps on the train track, saves his life, takes him to the hospital, and they won't let her see him because she's not family, right? She's a complete stranger, and she's never talked to him. So, as one does, she just mentions in her head, but out loud, I was gonna marry him, right? Because she's had a crush on him forever. And one of the nurses overhears, lets her go in because she thinks that she's a fiance. And then the family comes and is told that his fiance's in there. They didn't know he was engaged because he wasn't, obviously. And she feels really bad, and they're just a crazy loud family, like my family. What can I say? And they just end up inviting her for Christmas, and she's all alone. She doesn't have any family, and they think she's the fiance and everything. And this big lie gets thrown out of proportion, and it's at the holidays. It's a great Christmas movie. All right, more obscure. Here we go. Unaccompanied Minor. Have you seen this film? Have you? If you used to watch ABC Family as a child, chances are you probably have seen this film. All right, it's a made-for-TV movie about kids who are flying on Christmas to meet family members by themselves. Hence the name Unaccompanied Minors. And they get snowed in at the airport, and they do a bunch of crazy stuff, and it's hilarious. And my sister Raquel and I used to watch it every year. It's obscure, it's strange, but it is a Christmas classic, in my opinion. Ooh, that felt good. Now, to go a little bit more obscure, there is a movie that has become a staple for Christmas in my family, and it was found by accident. Now, we all know that Netflix is wonderful for giving us obscure Christmas movies with plots that are very similar to Hallmark without us actually having to go to the Hallmark channel in shame. And, oh, that did not come off my face, did it? Left a little ring there. Anywho, my sister Cal and I used to watch these obscure Christmas movies so that our family would not be upset at us for watching the movies that we were supposed to watch as a family, which is pretty much every classic Christmas movie, because my family is very close and we like to watch TV together. What can I say? So one year we were home alone, not watching Home Alone, but we were home alone and we were looking for a Christmas movie to watch that our family wouldn't be upset with us about. And we saw this movie. And really the only reason that we watched it was because we both liked Doctor Who and David Tennant was in it. And it was rated something that we would be able to watch. The movie was called Nativity 2, Danger in the Manger. Now, the fact that it was called Nativity 2, by no means did we think that this was a sequel to another movie. But it was, and we didn't even find that out for like a whole nother year. But we watched this film, and it was absolutely hilarious. It follows David Tennant getting a job at a school to be a teacher, and he has a crazy classroom assistant, and they enter a song competition and kidnap children, and the music is excellent. And it's just a great comedy, okay? It's a great comedy. We watched it and we were like, this is hilarious. We have to have other people in the family watch this movie. So we had all my siblings, and at the time I think only my oldest sister was married. So her husband, I think they had 2 kids maybe at the time, or maybe just 1. We all watched it together. It took like 4 tries to get my dad to watch it all the way through without falling asleep. If you have fathers, you probably know what I mean. Alright? And it has become a Christmas staple. We love all the songs. And when we realized that it was a sequel, we liked the first one too. The second one still is my favorite. But the first one has, oh, what's his name? Urg. He's in Sherlock, but he's not Benedict Cumberbatch. He's the other guy. He's Watson. The name's not coming to me. British actor. This is a British TV show, movie. If you didn't get that already by the British actors I've already mentioned. And it has, I think there's 4 movies in total. I think I've only ever watched the first 2. I might have watched the 3rd one. But it's Nativity 1, Nativity 2, Danger in the Manger. And I know number 4 I think is Dude, Where's My Donkey? Or maybe that's the 3rd one. But it's just hilarious. And if it's clean, your kids can watch it and they will have a grand old time. I mean, they really will. It's an excellent Christmas movie. Like, it's probably my favorite. Yeah, it's that good. It's just that good. What can I say? My next favorite Christmas movie is gonna be, and these are not really in order of my favorite. I'm just, giving you Christmas movies to look up and enjoy. Okay? That's all I'm doing. Giving you something a little bit different than maybe you've seen before. It's called One Special Night. One Special Night is filmed very much in the style of a Hallmark Lifetime movie. I'm just gonna put on my face cream now that my mask is off. Just squirted it out there. I don't think you saw it, but maybe you did. I don't know. Anyway, it stars Julie Andrews, which, huge actress, awesome sauce. And then the guy in it is, it escaped me. Rockford Files. He's in Please Do Not Disturb, Doris Day. I can't remember. The movie, they're both older in this movie, just so you know. And basically, it starts off with the guy whose name escapes me, and he's going to visit his wife in hospice. She has Alzheimer's and heart attacks and stuff like that. And then, oh, he's also in The Notebook, I think. I've never seen The Notebook, but while we were watching it recently, somebody was like, I know him from The Notebook. I think he's the old guy in The Notebook. I don't know. I don't know. Please don't roast me in the comments for not having seen The Notebook, but look, I've seen a scene here or there, and I was like, yeah, doesn't look like something I'm interested in. Right? A little too much sexual things going on in that movie. You know what I mean? For me. Alright, you, I guess. I don't know. I don't recommend it. Anyway, I digress. He's going to visit his wife with Alzheimer's in hospice for Thanksgiving. Alright, he's going to bring her home for Thanksgiving, and she has an episode and can't leave, alright? And he's going to stay with her, sends the rest of the family home, and while he's staying with her, there's like a blizzard that comes, and he can't get a taxi home, and there's this other lady there, and she's like, hey, I'll give you a ride home. She drives a sports car in a blizzard, not a good mix. They get into a car accident and have to walk and find this like cabin where there's nobody home, so they break in and they stay the night there, and they like stay up talking all night, and you find out that her husband died of prostate cancer a year ago, and she just likes to go like to the hospice to sit in his room and to see all the nurses and check on the patients that she met there. And you know, his wife is pretty much gone. Anyway, they fell in love. His wife dies, and then they kind of get together in the end. But they had one special night together. It's really cute. Really cute movie. My mom loves that one, and I always think of her every time I watch it. You know, just saying. It's a pretty cute. Pretty cute. Alright, so the last movie I'm going to talk about may not be quite as obscure, but if you're like me and my family, you probably watch different versions of The Christmas Carol over and over again. Oh, I just remembered one version of The Christmas Carol that is very obscure. Sorry. Well, for us, we watch several different versions of it. Okay, we watch the animated version with Jim Carrey. We watch the musical. We watch like a classic version of it. We watch the Muppets version, usually the Muppets Christmas Carol. Oh my word, there's so many, but there's one that is or was a famous comedian, and I totally am spacing on his name. I'll put it in the description. But he plays every single character of like he plays each character, and it's really funny, and he does like really funny bits in it. The buttermilk, if you've seen it, you would. I'm shaking and shivering. It's really funny. Anyway, and like a lot of the characters they're him doing each character, but he's also like doing an impression of a famous person as that character, and it's really funny. Highly recommend that you watch that version. The other version came out 2 or 3 years ago, and it has the guy who played Matthew Crawley in Downton Abbey and the Beast in the newer Disney and the Beast, and he's in lots of stuff. I don't know his name, but he plays Charles Dickens while Charles Dickens is writing The Christmas Carol. So it's kind of a spin on having to watch that same movie over and over again, and I really enjoy it. I think it's available on Amazon Prime. Yeah, it's a really good one. I think it's called The Man Who Invented Christmas or Saved Christmas. Again, I'll put it in the description below. All these movies will be in the description below, and I'll try to find places you can stream them. Some of them are a little bit harder to find, but I will put everything in the description for you. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and like and subscribe, share it with a loved one. I'm looking forward to spending more and more of the holiday season with you. So Merry Vlogmas. Thank you guys so much. Bye.